So yesterday we finished the wall and I got some more material to be able to knock out the fireplace, but unfortunately we're not gonna be doing that today. We're gonna be doing that probably tomorrow. We gotta go make some money because this place is costing me an arm and a leg. So we're getting the Mini X warmed up. We've got Ryno's F450 that I'm borrowing today because we're gonna be grabbing the trailer there. We're gonna be towing the Mini X. We got some concrete demo work we gotta do. We're gonna be meeting up with James, who's gonna be doing our hauling and some of our breakout for us as well. So should be a pretty good day. Other than I'm probably running about 20 minutes late right now. Got the 450 getting warmed up here. This thing's too quiet. We need to make this thing louder. All right. Whoa, look at Ryno left us some snacks. Let's get her backed up here. I think this thing actually has a hitch camera. Where's that one at? No, I mean, that's kind of cool. No, that's your sides. Oh, jeez. That one, I thought there's another button to go hitch. I don't know, maybe I'm too dumb to figure that out right now. Granted, you can see the hitch just fine. Now, none of you guys have really asked, nor do you probably care, but I have absolutely loved this trailer so far. I mean, it's paid for itself already, you know, a couple times over, that's for sure, but this thing has been super, super solid. Trying to make up some time here, trying to make up some time. Truck and trailer are all hooked up. Get the Mini X thrown up on there, and then we gotta hit the road. Alrighty, we are loaded, we are ready to rock and roll. Let's go get some work done. And if y'all haven't realized by now, I think there's definitely an F450 in my very near future. Also, I have no clue how Ryno sits with his seat this high. We're the same height. My head, no joke, is bouncing off of the ceiling right now. Like that's touching. That's not okay. Alrighty, y'all, we have arrived. We are at RCP Block and Brick. This is where we picked up some rebar the other day. And I had mentioned that we were going to be doing quite a bit of work here. So I'll show you guys a little rundown of what we're gonna be doing here. We got a super busy yard today. It is a Monday morning, and this yard is no joke. They always have a ton going on here. ¿Qué pasó, Desebo? ¿Listo? Sí. Saco de concreto y de tierra para footing, pero es no mucho tierra. Maybe 4 pulgadas. What's up, Shorty?
What up, dog?
You ready?
Hey, are you ready?
Are you working with us today?
Yep.
Am I blocking anything?
You guys want to park right here?
Yeah, we'll open this up. We need a spot for him to drop his trailer, and then am I good right there, or am I blocking you guys from getting spec mix?
You'll be good for right now.
Okay. We got James and the Let's Go Brandon Peterbilt.
Alright.
Haven't seen this thing in a while. I forgot how good it looks. Uh-oh. First negative reaction?
Yeah, I'd say it's the third.
Okay, okay.
He's giving me the stink eye pretty hard. I hauled my lay down machine on.
Okay.
So we narrowed the tracks up.
Oh, I didn't even see you cut that whole side off.
Yeah, it completely got moved over.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be fun.
That's all good.
Okay, okay. It is a good thing that thing's got those super wide tracks on it. Alrighty, so we are all unloaded. We're gonna grab James's bucket. It got a little bit wedged in the back of his dump truck here. So we're gonna grab the bucket for the 299 out with the Mini X. Just drop it. Okay. Alrighty, y'all, so I know it's gonna be loud back there with James on the breaker, but basically what we got going on today is this whole front section, which is all parking lot, is gonna be turned into display walls. So they're gonna build walls using a bunch of different types of the block products that they offer and that they manufacture, as well as they're gonna do some built-in barbecues, some pergolas, and all kinds of stuff just to basically showcase their products. So we're gonna be building most of that here. But first, obviously, we got to demo what's here. The original plan was we were going to demo this entire pad of concrete all the way out to here. This whole front section is going to be what all the new displays are going to be. But once we checked all the heights and everything, we realized there's no point in taking out the center section of concrete. So rather, we're going to take out this whole strip right here, and you can see everything that's saw cut. This whole strip's going to come out all the way down, and this is going to be the new footing for our block wall. And then that strip's going to come out because there's going to be drains and stuff that are going to have to get run through there. Then on top of the concrete, they're going to put some DG or some sand, and there's going to be pavers on top because the new height's going to be essentially level with the height of the curb over there. So it all should work out well to where we didn't have to take out this entire center section of concrete like we had anticipated, and we kind of just, you know, scale things back a little bit. But you can kind of see they're going to do displays similar to what's over there, where they have the pergolas, built-in barbecues, just basically to show the customers, you know, what you can do with their products. So James is getting the first little batch broken out here. Pretty much once you get the first piece out and you've relieved all the tension, I can then come in with the Mini X, and I should be able to pull everything out. So we saw cut this to 18 inches, which leaves me room to get my bucket in here. Alrighty, should be a pretty easy day here. Look at Abel over there. Abel's stronger than the excavator. Now we just pick out pieces, feed them to James. I've said it once and I'll say it a million times. If you're ever gonna run a Mini X, rent a Mini X, or buy a Mini X, make sure you got that thumb attachment right there, because that thing makes life so much easier. All right, we've made it through the hardest part, which was that radius. This is where things are gonna start coming out in bigger chunks here. We should probably break them up a little bit for James. There we go. And again, once we get this concrete broke out, we will be pouring just a little footing in here. So we're gonna have to dig that as well. We're only going down about a foot below the concrete. So the concrete's 6 inches thick, we're probably going down another 6 inches, so nothing big. So far we have found two things. One was a little concerning when I first pulled this up. I'm like, oh crap, is that a 1/2 inch copper water line? But it turns out that's just a ground rod. We're assuming was abandoned. Somehow it's in the concrete, which is weird, but there was nothing sticking up and no wires clamped to it, and it wouldn't make sense that they would do it obviously on the in-ground side. But again, I'm no electrician. So we're assuming that's old and that's good to go to get ripped out, but we left it sit here until somebody higher up made that decision. Then we found an old like post space or an old metal drain or something, but it's got a footing around it that's underneath the concrete on that side, so anytime I try to go pull it up, it doesn't want to come up. So Abel's chipping around it right now. He's gonna get it opened up, and then we can continue on. Alrighty, so we fought this the other day. Let's see James's trick right here.
There is no trick. Hydraulics, those are the tricks.
Jeez.
Get rid of the electric.
What a pain in the butt.
That was...
It's making me really want to buy a Bobcat, not a cat skid steer.
Get out of here, get out of here. All my hydraulic disconnect ones were perfect. If I'd have bought grease like a good operator and threw some in there, it'd come out real easy. Like that one, I just went.
Yeah, that one's nice. I enjoyed that one the other day. The one you're on sucks. I've been trying to avoid having James have to put the breaker back on because it's a pain in the butt to switch attachments, but this edge right here that we're gonna have to break out, which is all gonna be for drains coming down this side of the building, and they're gonna tie in with the roof drains, which you can see kind of got buried when whoever poured this concrete poured it there. So we're gonna open all this up, and we'll be tying drains into that because this area floods when it rains, and we wanna get all this water away the heck out of here. But when we're coming up on this edge here, and you can see this curb's already been cracked forever, it looks like this curb was poured either on top of this concrete or poured at the same time. Right there, it's hard to tell. It kind of looks like this comes up underneath about 3 inches. We chipped off some of that a minute ago, but I don't want to just start yanking on this and all of a sudden the whole face of the curb all the way down comes with it. Not that breaking it with the breaker is going to be any better, we don't know, but I'd rather take a chance at hitting it all with the breaker going down the line before we start yanking out little pieces and trying to take out big chunks, because again, as you can see, this curb is already cracked all the way down. And they want to preserve that curb. They don't want to rip that curb out. Looks like it's a double-edged sword. Either the ginormous weight of the 299 is going to break the curb, the jackhammering is going to break the curb, or us yanking on it's going to break the curb. All right, we're looking more promising. We're looking more promising. All right, we're looking less promising. Oh, if you can get that piece out, this might work. But all righty, first load is going. Meanwhile, we got to figure out what's going on here. Of course, the battery dies right when we start trying to break out this corner. But the concrete goes just enough underneath there to where there's no way, even with the breaker chipping it out as little bit as we could there, it's we're gonna end up losing this whole face of this curb all the way down. I mean, it's just cracked on cracked on cracked on cracked on cracked on cracked on cracked. So now we got some decisions to make. Is it worth trying to break it out? I don't know. So on top of doing displays outside, we're also gonna be building all of the counters in here. So this area's already been demoed. This is where the old sales counters were. We're gonna be building them out of block and stone and doing all kinds of cool stuff in here. So got quite a bit of work to do over here. All right, y'all, we got our newest employee here, Shorty. Working great, buddy.
The sweeper.
Dang, bro, you've been in this yard for 32 years and they still make you sweep? So we've made the call that it's not worth trying to rip this part up here and basically take this entire curb with it. It was never in the plan to re-pour that whole curb, so we're gonna try to avoid that at all costs. So we're hoping to get the saw cutters out here, like this is last minute by the end of the day today. So we're actually gonna take it over here now. We're gonna run a saw cut line on this side, and we're gonna avoid even getting anywhere near that curb. Right now though, while we wait for James to come back, I'm gonna jump on the old 299 there, and I'm gonna break out right here. They did saw cut across right here. This is the electrical room right here, and they wanna get electrical into the block that we're gonna be building. Is gonna be columns and lights and power run to all the built-in barbecue stuff and all that. So we obviously need to trench into the electrical room. So I'm gonna try with the 299 to break just this piece of the curb and sidewalk out, and then get as close to the building as we can. All right, here goes a nothing. Looks like it's gonna come out pretty easy. So what I think happened was, maybe you guys can see, maybe you can't, there's 2 drains right there, and they're below the concrete. Those are the drains that come off of the roof. And I think whoever poured this concrete buried half of them, and I think a ton of the water went up underneath the edge of this curb. That's one of the main reasons it cracked. You can see right now, just from the little weight of the machine, it sunk that whole side right there. So I think it's definitely a water issue that caused that curb to crack like it did. Well, y'all, a quick phone call to our friends over at A Cut Above, best concrete cutters that we know, and they raced right on over to get these cut for us, so that way we're only here for a day and we don't have James trying to truck for another day, having to bring the equipment back for another day. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I know it's super loud right now, so make sure you guys call them if you need anything cut. Tell them I sent you. I don't really know if that'll do anything, but tell them I sent you. Having saw cutters come out is they always carry vacuums on their truck, so they can suck up all of the sludgy water, because obviously they're wet cutting this entire thing, which keeps all the dust down. You know, I thought I'd be in the clear out here from being micromanaged by the supervisor, but look who shows up. How we doing, boss?
Doing great, son.
Okay, thanks. I like your work attire.
Do you?
Yeah, it's a good look.
Thanks. Steel toe slippers.
I like it, I like it.
James approves.
All right, y'all, well, our new saw line is cut here. So again, we're not dealing with that side anymore. James is just gonna go down and pop these things into smaller pieces. We're actually taking it to RCP's manufacturing facility to dump it all, and they wanted it in smaller pieces. So we're gonna break it up a little more. Well, since they requested we bring smaller pieces over to the yard, James went all the way down the line here and broke everything out, so should make it quick and easy now. We're just gonna grab it with the Mini X, throw it in the bucket, get that out of here, and then we gotta run through here, and we still gotta do some digging. We gotta trench all the way down this side for their drainage, and I think we're just gonna take it down about a foot. Second load and last load is out of here. James is taking it to go dump it. So we've had another change of plans today. They're gonna end up digging this footing in the front here by hand, because code calls for being 8-inch deep footing. And by the time I come in here with the Mini X, I'm gonna end up scraping more than a couple inches off. So being that we got 6 inches of concrete, all I really need to do is take out a couple inches of this sand dirt mixture. It's super easy to shovel through, so we're not gonna worry about touching that side today. We are though gonna come in through the trench that we just re-saw cut, and we're gonna dig this down about a foot to get enough drainage from that end all the way to this side. I'm gonna actually over dig it a little bit and then let them fill it as they need when whoever's gonna end up putting in the drains. That's not our thing. Where this blue line is, right at the edge right there, that's kind of where the gutter and curb comes in. There's gonna be a catch basin right there. The water's gonna go into that, and then it's gonna run underneath the pavers and everything that's gonna be up in this area. So we're gonna start our trench up here, dig us all the way out to the other side there. Again, we're not going very far down at this end because it's gonna be our high side, and it's gonna get deeper as we go back this way. We're gonna keep the dirt right here because it's all gonna get backfilled once they get the pipe in. Alrighty, y'all, so this part makes me nervous. So we're digging the trench along here. There's a box right there that says water. We'll look inside this box before we go any further. Oh, she's stuck.
Oh, sewer.
Is it? I don't know, hopefully that runs along the sidewalk. It is the end of the day, so this would be the time we'd hit a water line. So better to check. Well, yo, we got way too excited way too soon. So this one ended up being sewer that said water. And then we saw this little spigot sticking up right here. So we're gingerly coming up to it, and it turned out to be this little brittle PVC pipe that was in the ground, and literally just nicked it with the tooth of the bucket there. And well, here we are. Good news is though, the water got shut off pretty quickly, and it's PVC, which means we can fix it very, very easily. I'm telling you, always end of the day.
You did it.
We did it?
You did it. he was waiting to get right here.
Yep.
So your line was your line was supposed to be right here.
Yeah, whoever marked it.
Big dog.
Yeah.
But look at which way it's facing though.
Oh, you gotta follow the spigot. Comes out that way. Triangulate with the stars. Now again, thankfully this is only PVC, so Abel's getting it cut off right there. We're gonna get it fixed. So we're gonna keep digging here. Nice and easy, nice and easy. What'd you get, buddy?
I got corn dogs, man.
You got corn dogs?
Yeah.
From where?
Across the street. Charlie's, man.
Is it good?
Yeah, that place has been there for years.
Why's it wrapped all funny?
COVID.
You know, it's never too late for a corn dog, never too early for a corn dog, is what I say.
I got chocolate shake for my buddy Abel. Gotta stay on the good side. Not bad.
Not bad. You want cheers?
Cheers, wieners?
Cheers, wieners?
We're
Oh, yeah. Well, we successfully made it through the trench without finding anything else. Abel went ahead and got this thing fixed. Had to do a little finagling there with some 45s because the pipes were at such a different height, and they bent it to catch where that coupling was, like so the pipe was under a ton of tension. Again, thankfully it was only PVC. No plumber out here to solder any copper pipes or anything like that. Perfect timing though. Just got done digging. James is back. He's gonna get hooked up to his trailer, get the skid steer and the breaker out of here. We're gonna be taking the Mini X out of here. We're actually going to the shop tonight. That thing needs some cleaning. So just so happens we got to go do work for it orders. Look at that. James don't need no backup camera.
That's right. You know the worst part about this trailer is?
What?
It's narrower than my truck is.
Oh, geez.
So I know if it's like perfectly hidden,
Oh, you're good?
that I'm good.
All right.
But
You nailed it.
pulling in, since they have that front gate closed,
Yeah.
I was like backing up. Also, this branch just goes smacks me in the face.
So yeah, we definitely closed the place down today. Obviously, everybody's gone except for us. Are you feeding the tigers?
Corn dog.
So since we were here, we picked up some more rebar for the top of the wall before we grout it. Let's get the ramps down so we can get the Mini X on and out of here. What's up, bud? You already off work? I mean, what up with this though? How come we have a Genesis detailing air freshener, but we don't have one of the new Work For It air fresheners? Where can they find a Work For It air freshener, Chris?
Oh, workforapparel.com.
Do they have a bunch of cool designs?
They got like 3.
What about new shirts? Anything new lately?
They got a couple.
We should go check them out.
I designed one of them.
All right, help James get the breaker in here. There we go. Now, if you guys have hung out this long in the video, I applaud you, thank you. We've made it to the shop here. It's kind of dark outside. I'm gonna wash the Mini X in the dark, probably rinse off the F450. So I noticed in my last video, there's a couple comments be like, Rhino, we get enough of this guest house. How come you're not showing us videos of the shops or trucks or anything like that? And well, I haven't figured out how to clone myself yet. And again, I don't pretend to do the work, I actually do the work. So I don't know physically how to be actually getting the guest house finished and at the shop at the same time. But if one of you guys can figure that out, or one of y'all want to go finish the guest house for me, then I can film both at the same time. But currently, you know, we've got like, I don't know, can't be more than a couple more guest house videos and that thing's completely done. And then we move on to cool stuff like that right there. Like these giant, I don't even know if I'm supposed to show them yet, 42s behind me right here. Don't worry, y'all. The shop is still going strong. There's still cool stuff going on over here. I've just unfortunately been busy trying to get this freaking guest house done so our friend can move in. But trust me, I wish I could just hang out here all day. So the old Mini is very muddy from all the rainstorms out at the ranch, trying to fight the rainstorms out at the ranch, and got our work cut out for us right now. So let's get muddy. That's James's channel. Speaking of James, huge thank you to James for helping out today. But make sure you guys do go follow James's YouTube channel, Get Muddy. He's got a lot of cool content, stuff like you saw today, all kinds of crazy stuff, trucking, machines, whatever it may be. He's got a lot of cool content, so go check him out. And now that we have the shop full, I really regret not mounting this whole setup on that wall. I mounted it to this wall because this is a concrete wall, and I knew it was gonna be a super solid mount, as well as like if water ever sprayed anywhere, it's on concrete, it's not gonna mold up. Now that we have all this in the way right here, makes pulling the hose reel out a little bit difficult. All right, here goes nothing. She gonna be messy. I think it's safe to say, guys, the dirt's a little stubborn up in here. Oh, hey, bud, perfect timing.
Gold package, please.
Oh, you want the air freshener? Work for it, air freshener?
Yes.
Oh, okay, that's a good air freshener. That's better than Genesis Detailing. We do a better job too. Okay. All right, so we've got the exterior about as good as she's gonna get. I mean, those tracks are super muddy. It's pretty impacted in there, and I don't want to leave a ton of dirt and mud and stuff out here. So interior is kind of more important right now, because the interior in this thing is super filthy. Let's get these floor mats out here. Man, I got you bread bag, home style or home pride, white bread. Sometimes you need a sandwich while you're working. Turn on our LED dome light so we can actually see what we're doing. Dang, guy! You working? Get all of our trash out of here. All right, let's give this interior a good wipe down. I can't stand when all this stuff is dusty. Gotta get in all the nooks and crannies there. Get the radio nice and clean. Alrighty, Mini X is all cleaned up. Chris is in the back right now hosing his truck off. So I just walked out in the shop here. Y'all ain't gonna believe this. I don't believe this. I didn't see this friggin' coming. What's that sound? Well, I don't know if we needed to wash the excavator because it's kind of like raining pretty decent out there. All right, well, I guess the excavator is gonna get washed again on the way home. We've been having a lot of random rainstorms lately, which is kind of strange, but thankfully today, you know, it didn't go quite as bad as the last time we broke a water line. We were able to fix it. I know there wasn't like ranch stuff or truck stuff in this video, but again, I gotta pay my bills. So I like to take you guys along with everything I do, whether it be work, whether it be play, whether it be trucks, whether it be ranch, whatever it is. And I'm always grateful for you guys to come along for the journey. But with that, we're gonna wrap up. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you have not subscribed already, please click the subscribe button now so you do not miss out on any future content. Don't forget to give this video a like, hit a thumbs up. Don't forget to check out workforapparel.com, because if there's anything you want in this life, you gotta be willing to work for it. Like we mentioned earlier, we got a bunch of new shirt designs. Make sure you guys go check them out. You all are the best. I'm out.
Damn. Yeah. Yeah.